All right, day 31. Here we go, man. The day begins. All right, I'm not gonna spend too much time looking because gotta go. But yesterday, oh my God. And look, right back into these friggin' rocks. You know, when I was editing my video from yesterday, I realized that probably the first 85% of the trail yesterday, I was having a great day. But then we hit these rocks. Boy, oh boy, how quickly you forget the good when the bad hits. Those rocks, these rocks, are killer. I'm telling you, man, they will chew your feet to pieces. And yeah, I'm hoping that at some point this morning we get out of these rocks and get back to something more normal. I know we've got, today is not going to be a long day. We're going uphill right now, so it's pretty good uphill, but today is not going to be a long day. It's only, I'm going to see if it's better up here. Yeah, I mean, it's soft for my feet, but it's more difficult, I think, on my ankles. So, you know, who knows? Just suck it up, big boy. Keep moving. We're only going 7.8 miles, I think, today. And we really want to go more, but just the way the shelters are lined up here in the Smokies. All right, hang on. Yeah, the way the shelters are lined up here in the Smokies, the shelter we're going to stop at, Crosby Knob, I think, is only just short of 8 miles. The next one, Davenport Shelter, everybody that we've talked to, everything that we've read, tells us that the Davenport Shelter just sucks. There are no campsites, so everybody pretty much has to stay in the shelter. The shelter is an old style one that has gates on it. So you basically have to lock yourself in. We don't want to do that. We don't want to have to deal with not finding any camp spots, tent spots. So we're going to do the 8 miles today, and then tomorrow is going to be a big day. Big day. Over 14 miles. It will take us out of the Smoky Mountains. Thank God. Listen, I'm glad I got to hike the Smoky Mountains, but is it something I'll ever do again? Hell no. It's miserable from beginning to end. Yeah, there are some good views, and you know, just like I've said all along, you get repaid for your misery by the good things that you see out here. But I don't know, when you combine everything, the lousy trail, the blowdowns that nobody ever seems to fix, except where the day hikers are. Yeah, I won't miss the Smokies. Glad for the opportunity. Glad to do it, but I damn sure ain't gonna miss it. So tomorrow we will be out of the Smokies. Yes. And back to a point where if we need to, we can stealth camp pretty much wherever we want. Within reason. Different states have different rules on that, but anyways. Woo! Good little uphill to start the day. Most of the day today is going to be downhill. I did not start early like I normally do. I wanted to stay with Stephanie and Cole, mainly because, I mean, I was hurting yesterday. Stephanie was hurting. She did something to her ankle, maybe a slight sprain. So we all took our time getting up this morning. I actually cooked myself a good Well, good breakfast. I made some oatmeal. So that was good. Honestly, it's got me feeling kind of bogged down a little bit. I don't know if it's the food I ate or the rocks. The damn rocks. I won't miss these rocks. The shelter that we stayed at last night, Tri-Corner Shelter. I think it's Tri-Corners Knob Shelter. Had a good water source. That shelter was okay. I don't stay in shelters if I can help it. Campsites were few and far between. And that was the most people that I have camped with since I started. I'm guessing there were 40 people there. It was just the poor distance between shelters. We ended up camping with mostly people that were northbound, but also several that were southbound. So it was just very crowded. The tent site that I got, I didn't even want to take a picture of it this morning because it was right next to the privy. But hey, we had a privy. That's the first one in the Smoky Mountains. First one. But yeah, luckily the wind was going in the right direction and I didn't get the odor too bad. Every now and again I'd get a whiff, but the worst thing about last night's shelter, once again, after dark, people come sliding in. There was barely an empty spot in front of my tent. Very downhill, slanted. I'm sure the guy did not have a good night. As a matter of fact, I know he did not have a good night because he was a snorer, a very loud snorer. So not only did he wake me up setting up his camp, as soon as he started blowing up his air mattress, I'm thinking to myself, son of a bitch. Yep. Yep, he had that extremely noisy air mattress that every time he flipped over in the night, which was numerous times because he was sliding downhill, I got woken up. I am willing to bet that I was awakened 25 times last night. The people going to the privy were not a problem. They were very respectful. They were using their red lights, not their white lights. Thank you all so much for that. That's much appreciated. The guy that camped in front of me, that kept me up all night, maybe the trail got some karma on him this morning. When he was packing his stuff up, he had to cross a little wooden bridge across our water source, and he slipped and bit the dust. Don't wish that on anybody, but maybe the trail took a little karma on him. Hopefully I don't see him again. That was my first time seeing him. I think it's kind of weird makeup of people. We camped with very few people last night that were in the group that we've been camping with. However, this morning, many of that group caught up to us while we were still in the shelter. So they had camped at a shelter that we'd bypassed yesterday, mainly because it was a half a mile off the trail. Yeah, go figure. But so it's going to be good. Tonight we get into this supposedly really good shelter that has tons of camping area, and we'll be back with all of our friends and buddies again, or at least a big chunk of them. So looking forward to that. All right, this is almost a 10-minute segment, so I'm going to turn it off and hike my butt off to catch up to Stephanie and call. Talk to you. This is what I've been dealing with 90% of this day. Rocks. These are not friendly rocks. These rocks suck. They destroy your feet. They just rip them to shreds. This is by far the worst day I've had on the trail because of these frickin' rocks. But it's not going to change. Yeah. I'm going to have nightmares tonight about rocks. Got less than a mile to go to get to the shelter. And I mean, just, that's the way it's been. Every now and again you'll get a slight reprieve. But yeah, 90% of this day has been walking on rocks. And trying to get over really bad blowdowns. Not a good day. Not a good day. All right. Yeah, I don't know if I'll do any more videos today because just it's a bad day. All right. I'm a little over 9.5 miles into the day. You can tell we're getting back up to that 6,000 foot above sea level. Look at this. This is amazing. It's just, yeah, I mean, it's just amazing. And we're going up. And I mean up. We've got this section and then one more big up section before the end of the day. I'm tired. My feet hurt. It's been rocks. This is level. That's where we're going. It's staircase steepness and above for miles. And it's it hurts. All right, I'm going to turn this off. Get going. Get to the top of this section. Got about another half mile to go. And got about another, maybe 3/4 of a mile down. And then a mile and a half up. So, all right, here we go.
This is why we're out here.
This is why we're out here.
Holy Moses.
You can go Cole, you can go ahead. I'm going to stay here for a minute. Wonder what lake that is way out there. Wow. That's a big river. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Wow. That is amazing, people. I wish y'all could be out here and see this with me. That is amazing. Absolutely stunning. All right, gotta keep going.
Another snack since we've got such a short day. We just have to keep eating. Otherwise, carry the weight. Yeah. But this morning I realized I had an extra snack at the bottom of my bag, and I'm like,
all right, so we're close to 6 miles in for the day. The trail, you can see Stephanie up ahead of me and Cole up ahead of her. But we're just cruising right now. There have been a few rocky sections that my feet are saying, what's wrong with you? Why are you doing this to me again? And then we get into some other sections that are nice, soft terrain that my feet say, thank you so much. Yeah, pretty wild. The difference in terrain. We have spotted one piece of a airplane that Air Force jet that crashed here years and years ago. I don't know what year, but we spotted a piece of the wreckage back here. Ran into a guy earlier when we stopped to have a quick snack, who is the last Sobo from 2022. I think he said he started in July, and that he's been fortunate to have a mild winter. And he was an older gentleman. I should have got a picture with him. He got a picture of us, but he is on his last 220 miles to get to Springer. So Good for him. Good for him. He kind of looks the way I'm going to look when I'm done with this. Just a big head of hair. It ought to be fun. It ought to be interesting. But yeah. Okay, so we're definitely in a good part of the trail right now. Most of what we got left today is downhill. There's a little uphill section right at the end, but nothing major. Tomorrow, I lied to you earlier. We are not doing a 14-mile day tomorrow. We are doing another short day. Our 14-mile day will be after we get out of the Smoky Mountains. And we're actually looking at a way to possibly minimize that by my friend Deb picking us up a couple nights in a row at the end of a hiking day and going back to her place, which is very close. So we're hopeful that we can make that work out logistically, and that would be cool. But she's got a small RV that sleeps 6, so with me, Stephanie, I don't want to shorten her name without her permission. Me, Stephanie, Cole, and Jeff. That would be perfect. So we'll see how that works out. But so far it's been a pretty good day. I haven't walked on enough rocks to make my feet hurt yet, so got to keep my eye on the trail so that I don't do that. But overall, yeah, it's been a pretty good day. Kind of a haze out there in the mountains today. Not a lot to see. Hopefully the wind and the sun will burn it off. I know we've got a lookout coming up. We're going to stop there and just have a quick lunch. But yeah, I'm telling you, man, Stephanie, this girl's tough. She's doing this with a sprained ankle. Yeah, do I need to say more? This girl's tough. Period. And she's doing it without complaint. So she's got my mad respect. I think it's just so cool she's out here doing it with her son. I think that's amazing in itself. And she's got a husband, and of course Cole's father, that is so supportive. He's going to travel down 8-9 hour drive at some point over the next week or so, and spend some time with them, with us. It'd be good to meet him. Can't forget his name because he has the same name as my older brother, Randy. And of course that's easy for me because I have a number of other siblings that I have absolutely nothing to do with. They are, point blank, they're not good people. They're not good people. But anyways, I don't want to talk about them today. I'm having a good day. I wish, well, no, I don't. I was going to say I wish I could go back to yesterday to the last 2 miles and maybe do that all over again. But the reality is, it hurt. Those last 2 miles yesterday just absolutely destroyed my feet. Every step was torture. The rocks were, the rocks did not care. If you're going to walk on me, I'm going to make you pay for it. And they did. The good thing is, I probably already mentioned that after I got into camp last night, after about 2 or 3 hours, my feet really settled down. And by this morning, they were fine. I'm so happy about that. I knew my feet were going to be a problem when I came out here. I didn't realize that they were going to recover so quickly. So that certainly makes me happy. But today is just, there's you can see there's a few rocks here, but there's been a few sections where it was not fun. But overall, it's a good day. It's a good day. And yesterday, when 80% of your day is good and only 20% bad, that's a good day. So the fact that I was thinking by the end of it that yesterday was the worst day I had on trail, I guess it says a lot for the pain that I was feeling. But I think it also says a lot for how much fun I've been having out here. I'm happy out here. There's been a few moments when I've not been pleased with the North Carolina ATC, and certainly the Tennessee ATC, because they suck. But, you know, when you get past those moments, it's just, everything out here is so beautiful. It's just spectacular. Being out here, you know, I'm letting Cole and Stephanie get away from me a little bit, and I'm hiking my hike, and it's good. I mean, this is what I'm seeing, and it's just fun. So, when you hear me bitch and moan and complain, it's a momentary thing. I need to vent. I know you guys probably don't want to hear me venting, but hey, it's my channel. I can cry if I want to, right? All right, I'm going to get off of this thing so I can try to catch up to Stephanie and Cole. They're leaving me in the dust, and I'm getting hungry, so I want to get up here and get my lunch.
The Appalachian Trail. Find out soon enough.
Yeah, I could live here. Do you imagine waking up to this every morning? All right, so we just finished having lunch. We met up with another group that we've sort of kind of been hiking with for the last, I don't know, maybe even a week or so. And you see Stephanie up in front of me, and then up in front of her is Cobweb Rose. So but we've got, I don't know, maybe a mile left. We hit a pretty good uphill for probably a quarter mile back there. So it's got me breathing hard. Now we're just on a regular uphill. And this is going to be sad to say, but a regular uphill for me these days is like going up a set of stairs. And I can probably climb stairs for, well, a long time right now. But it's been a really good day so far. As I mentioned earlier, the rocks have been sometimes here, sometimes not. It's kind of a teaser. But mostly it's been okay. We've met a group of people going south. We've met a bunch of people passing us going north. And yeah, it's just been a good day. This next shelter that we're going to is supposedly similar to the shelters that we've been at through the Smokies, probably a double-decker. I won't know for sure till I get there, but supposedly they have a wide open area for campsites, for tent sites. And so we're not in a huge hurry to get there. We should have, if the reports are correct, we should have a good place to put up my tent. Stephanie and Cole don't have to worry about it because they hammock. And there's a haze over the mountains today, so it's hard to get a good view. At least over to the left. Over to the right, we've got a bunch of rhododendrons in the way. And there's up ahead you can see Cobweb Rose and Mountain Crusher, and I don't know the other guy's name yet. Cole must have gone past them, and he's way up ahead of us. So getting ready to hit an uphill. So I'm going to stop for now. I'll get back to you probably when we get to the campsite.